Welcome back to San Joaquin Audits, everybody. So yesterday we visited Mark and Craig from the Pop Brothers at Law. We had an amazing time there. We filmed a lot, and I learned a lot of new things like jury nullification, as well as certain cases, and how they were able to be dismissed. Mark, Craig, and Patrick are all awesome and super knowledgeable. This channel is going to have a lot to offer, and it won't be long before it takes off. This footage that you're watching now is me in their office. They let us film around. They had a bunch of cool shit. We even got to film the script, and we got to talk cannabis. So without further ado, you guys go over and subscribe to Pop Brothers at Law. Let them know San Joaquin sent you, and here's some footage from the Pop Brothers at Law office.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm the cop. I pull you over. I say, hey, what's that smell in your car?
I'm not discussing my day.
So, wrong. No, that's not it. Now, I will say this. If you do that in real life, you get pulled over and you use part of the script, which is what you did. You pulled out a phrase and you used it. That's cool. That's good. But for purposes of our game and the script challenge, you want to win something, you got to give me the 25 words in order the way we teach it, because there's a method, there's a reason. And again, if all you can remember is shut the fuck up, that ain't bad out there in real life.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for knowing your rights and knowing the script. There we go. Let's see. All right. Let's bring in our guest. Rights app. There we go. Coming on in. I think we're connecting. There it is. All right. Good afternoon. This is our special guest, sir. Please introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and what you are about.
Thank you for having me on here. My name is Lyle. I'm the founder of the Rights app, based here in Washington, D.C. And Rights is spelled R-E-Y-E-T-S. It's a combination of the word rights, as in your rights, and I, as being an eyewitness and filming the police and witnessing injustices. Basically, we're a mobile app that helps you know your rights, assert your rights, find alternatives to calling the police if you're in an emergency, and then we connect and work with organizations that are doing work on the ground and help them grow their network as well. But what's really important is knowing your rights.
Absolutely. And I thank you for reaching out to us. I think it was last week or whenever it was. And when we learned what you were doing and this app, I wanted to get involved and get you more exposure and show everybody what you're doing. And because it falls in line, as I'm sure that's why you reached out to us, when you see what we're teaching. What did you think when you first saw and heard our script and shut the fuck up method?
I loved it, because that's what I tell people. Just don't say anything. Follow the script. Don't say anything. So you said it in a much more punchier way than I usually put it. But shut the fuck up works really well. I love watching the people on here just practice that script. And in fact, one cool thing, and I know you always say always film the police as well. If you're using the app, when you open up the app, there's a camera view. While you're filming the police, there's a button on there that says what to say. You push that button, the script pops up right in front of the camera while you're filming, so you know what to say.
Perfect.
Right?
That's
So just
perfect.
Make it easy.
Yeah, and that's, that goes in law, it's just everything. We have our script stickers that people are putting on their visors. The more you have it around you, the more we do stuff like this, and you're learning it every week. And like we do our daily script review, you just say it every day, so you know it, and you got it in there like muscle memory, so the cops, when they try to intimidate and scare you and do all their dirty work, it will be there and you'll remember. You see some of the people who come on who they know it, but they get flustered, and same thing when we do these things live on stage. The people get nervous or whatever the case may be, and it's a good replication of what you might feel with that cop bearing down on you and coming at you with all force. What do you think?
You got to kind of build that muscle memory. It's like training for anything. It's easy to practice in front of your friends, but the first time you actually do it, it's a bit intimidating.
Yes.
Unless you practice it. Because purposely, the police officer will be intimidated. They'll make it sound like what you're saying is ridiculous and wrong, and like, well, I'm like exactly like you do. I don't care about your Fifth Amendment, and they'll just keep going. So you have to stop. Right?
Absolutely, 100%. All right. Are you ready for the script challenge?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. I'm the cop. I pull you over, and I say, what does that say on your hat?
Why am I being pulled over?
That didn't fall for the trick. See, I get people with that one sometimes. That's the trick. And I do that because you will come up against cops who will say, well, that's a nice pair of glasses, or that's a nice hat, and start talking to you, small talk to like, and then now you're suddenly talking, you're comfortable, and then here comes the sneaky questions, and you don't even know it. So I figured I wouldn't get that one by you. Well, in that
A
case,
little bit of practice.
I pulled you over because your blinker wasn't blinking and you're speeding. So I pulled you over for 2 reasons. Now, you going to tell me where you're going?
Officer, I'm not interested in discussing my day.
Okay, well, how about if you tell me why you smell like alcohol?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
You're being detained until you tell me where the drug deal is. You're going.
I'm going for my fifth.
Well, then tell me where the drug deal is, and then you can be on your way. No drug deal. You're gonna tell me why you look so nervous. You're gonna tell me why you're sweating. You're gonna tell me why you're suspicious looking. You're gonna tell me anything. Shutting the fuck up. That's the best sound in my ears. Nothing. Shutting the fuck up. All right, man. Thank you very much. Everybody, check out the Rights app. Is that like in the Google App Store? Where do you get it?
App Store, Android Store, the website, you can access a bunch of information. It even has all the cannabis rights, so if you want to know in your state what's legal, what's not, or you're traveling, you can check it out on there, and you can follow us on Instagram as well. But,
Awesome.
Mark, thank you so much.
No.
Appreciate you, love what you guys are doing.
Thank you. My pleasure. We'll talk soon, and we'll get a little more maybe intricate on the collaboration, some of the things that we have that you can utilize in there, and we're happy to lend our copyrights and trademarks to your cause, because we do have Shut the Fuck Up and the script all protected for our intellectual property. But we love using it, for this kind of stuff and making it grow. So thank you for joining us, and I will be talking to you soon, my friend.
Thank you, appreciate it. Bye-bye.
All right, the Rights app.
And something really passionate that I'm really trying to encourage, I think you'll like, is jury duty. We got to make jury duty cool. I know I've said it a bunch of times, but I'm going to keep saying it, that we all should consider rethinking how we think of jury duty instead of how it's something to get out of. It should be, how is it something we can serve each other? And we have to go out in numbers, because they won't want jurors that know police lie, police abuse, and something I want to make our civic duty, patriotic.
I love it. Absolutely. And when you're doing that, it's important to let these people know jury nullification, right? Do you know what jury nullification is?
Well, is that where they can dismiss multiple jurors, right? So they
No.
say,
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Here, this is important. Jury nullification is where you as a juror, you can sit on a jury, go through the whole trial, listen to everything, go into the deliberation room, say absolutely nothing, and vote however you want. Okay, that's the right of the juror. You have the right to deliberate. They encourage the deliberation and all that, but you have the right to vote however you want without saying a goddamn word, if that's what you choose to do. And when you look at jury nullification, that's the right of a juror to say, I don't like this law that this person is being prosecuted for, so I'm going to vote to acquit. I'm going to vote not guilty.
See, jury nullification is something I found important because, let's be honest, jury duty is usually something people try to get out of. But in knowing jury nullification, it kind of puts the power in your hands. You can keep quiet and then make your decision. Also, I think it's important to go to jury because you're making a decision that could affect someone's life. Wouldn't you want 12 rational people on your jury if it was you that was being tried?
In my mind, remember that. Because the moment you are being impaneled and they're asking you questions and you start talking about that, you will be dismissed. You will be dismissed. Attorneys, in the course of the trial, aren't even really allowed to mention it. But standing outside the courthouse, you may have seen it, people passing out pamphlets about jury nullification. First Amendment right. First Amendment right auditors are here. I didn't even mention San Joaquin. First Amendment auditors.
What up, Senate?
We'll
Good to
give
see
you,
you.
yeah, we'll give you more information on these guys too. Always helping out. Everybody trying to work towards the same end here, but that jury nullification, I mean, it's such bullshit that we can't talk about it there and jurors get dismissed, but you have that knowledge. And that's extremely important for cannabis cases. You know, any case for that matter, but for cannabis cases and cases where you truly disagree with the laws. Mark and Craig, Pop Brothers at Law with the San Joaquin family for Shut the Fuck Up Friday and the script review. All right, what do you say when the cop first comes up and pulls you over and asks you a question like, what's that smell?
Why am I being pulled over?
And then he says you were speeding and then says, are you part of a gang?
I'm not discussing my day.
Oh, okay. Don't tell me about your day. Tell me where the drugs are then.
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Oh, well, you're being detained.
I invoke the fifth.
And then no matter what that cop says, does, tries to scare you, intimidate you, threaten you, what do?
Shut the fuck up.
Those are your rights. Know them, learn them, live them, and love
Use them politely.
Shut the Fuck Up Friday. Pop Brothers at Law with the San Joaquin family.
Subscribe.